Hey y'all, it's Sin and I'm going to do a review on 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 4, Episode 6. So last time I did a review on 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, I was a few episodes back. I caught up and I just want to review the newest one so that, I'm up to date and I know what everybody's talking about. And I don't get any spoilers, so that's why I'm on episode 6. All right, now that that's all cleared up, we're gonna get into Elisa and Othman first. You've seen many of my other reviews, you would know that I hate Lisa. She's on my nerves, like, oh my god, hair. But this episode was delightful regarding Lisa and Othman because, Lisa was sad. So Lisa and Othman kind of get into a fight because Othman tells Lisa that he's going to walk his friend outside and he'll be right back. And apparently he just leaves for a while and then she can't find him. So she's a little upset about that. And he comes back in the house or their hotel room and she's so upset. She's yelling at him and she's so mad. Like, oh, where you at? And I was afraid and I can't believe this. And Othman is fed up. He's fed up because Lisa always got something to say. She's always in his face. She don't even look good. He don't like her. He just like, lady, I gotta deal with you. You mad older than me. You ain't cute. You fetishizing people. And then you trying to yell at me all the time. Like, he like, I am done. He went off on her. He like, look, everything is always about me. I do everything wrong, and you always want to yell at people. And like, I can't take this. He basically was like, look, I don't know if I want to be with you, yo. She looked so sad. She was about to cry. Me when she was about to cry, I was delighted. Oh my god, it was great. So she just looked mad, sad. I was like, oh god. And Othman was like, I'm out of here. And he left and went to the other room. So Lisa was looking really sad when they were arguing. He was just like, Othman is getting upset. He's like, come on. You always got something to say. What was crazy to me when he was like, you are not a god. I was like, Othman, yes, go off on her. Go off. Because it was she just thinks she's so holier than thou. She thinks she's so much above him and knows everything and can just yell at him about everything. And he was just like, no. And he also was like, look, I'm not going to be in a prison being with you. I was like, dang, Othman. You better tell her. You better tell her what you're not going to be. So I was just real happy about that. Now, and Lisa said it's a good day for me because she got on my goddamn nerves. So that was great. And then he goes to the other room. And then besides that, what happens in the episode, Othman does talk to the camera and he's like, listen, I want to go to America. I want to live that dream. I'm trying to have a music career there. But he's like, but I don't know if the sacrifice is worth it. I was like, dang, he ain't even sugarcoating nothing. Othman, that's how fed up he is. He don't even care. He not even pretending like he in love with her. Honestly, he just was like, this is for my dream, but I don't even know if this is worth my dream. She got it. You know how bad somebody gotta be if she not even worth him going to America for his dream. Because you already know he don't really like her like that. But she's a terrible person and he just fed up. He really is. And they do eventually talk to each other again. And Lisa is just like, oh, this is not who I really am. I'm in a whole other country. Bye, Lisa. That is who you really are. Like, come on. You're a piece of garbage. That's who you really are. And he knows who you really are. But he doesn't know if he wants to sacrifice himself. He wants to be able to, quiet himself more for her. Just for his dreams. He's still not sure, but it looks like he's leaning more towards he shouldn't. And I will make one point. Him and his friends keep referencing, yes, because women in Nigeria was listening to their men. I'm not for that. Definitely not. Women can need to do whatever the freak they want to do. But Lisa is ridiculous and annoying, and she gets on my nerves. Just as a whole, she's a terrible personality. That's just person-wise. Has nothing to do with women. So that's my little side note on that part. But yeah, that's really it with them. And honestly, I hope they break up. It'll be great. Othman, you can still get to America. Not with her. Find somebody else. Find somebody else, please. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about Ed and Rose. Oh, creepy Ed. Yes, creepy Ed. So Ed and Rose are still in the Philippines. I always forget where she lives. But yeah, they're still in the Philippines. Ed has gone there to visit her. And they've made up since that whole him being a piece of garbage and trying to say she needs to get an STD test, which you can ask for STD test. Nothing wrong with that. But that means he should be getting one too. And I feel like he thinks he's above that because he's from America. Like, F you, what? Nah. But besides that, so they're together and they're back together. He's like, I'm gonna romance her. Then give her a foot massage and give her champagne. That's what he's doing in the hotel room. And Rosemary looked so disinterested. Yep, disinterested and a little disgusted, right? She looked like she don't even care about him and want to be there. And why? Because he's old enough to be her father. Disgusting little creep. Whatever. Rub on her feet, and he's like, oh, how do you say kiss? I forget the language they speak, so I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it and mess it up. And she tells him what it is, and he's like, oh, could you do that to me? Could I give you a kiss? And she's like, okay, on my cheek. I was cracking up because she didn't want to kiss him. Like, did y'all see her face? She was like, okay. She kept moving her head back and scrunching her mouth up. That's the look of someone who's disgusted. And it's like, I guess he can give me a kiss. Because, I need to take his money, right? That's what she looking like. I feel bad for Rosemary because, ew, she shouldn't have to be with this little creepy man. Ugh, whatever. So then he does ask for a kiss on the mouth. And she said it's okay. And it's just like a little peck. Ed is so annoying. He like, oh, that kiss felt like heaven. Bye, Ed. It was a peck. Heaven? He's so gets on my nerves. And it's just creepy. Like, it was just creepy looking at it. And then later on, like, we see them again and they wake up in bed. And Rosemary doesn't want to tell the producers that, like, they slept with each other. But Ed tells the camera, yeah, they did. It was, like, the best night of his life and everything else like that. Yuck. Yeah, yuck. But besides that, what happens is Ed he tells Rosemary, like, oh, I don't like that. She has hair. She has so much hair on her leg, and it's just not feminine and womanly. Ew. Like, you a creep and you a trash man? Is that what we really doing? Telling her that having leg hair is unwomanly? Literally, it grows out of her leg. It can't be unwomanly. She's a woman, and hair goes out of her leg. How about you mind your business? Yeah, that's what you should do, Ed. Mind your business. Let's not worry about the hair on her legs. But Rosemary don't like his beard. So it's a compromise happens. She tells him she'll shave her legs if he shaves his beard. And they do. And I know I told y'all. I was like, Ed not even ugly. He just a creep. Y'all, that hair off his face? It's not doing him no good. He look crazy. He looks terrible. But that's really it with them in the hotel. So after that, cause I'm just like, whoop, off on a tangent, talk about his face. They are rolling out of the hotel, and did y'all notice? Y'all notice when they was trying to get out of the hotel and he hit the door? Oh, I was cracking up. Oh my gosh, him hitting that door had me dying. I'm like, nobody ain't gonna pay attention to him just hitting the door as he walk out. So they leave out the hotel and they're on the way to her family's house. And Ed really notices, he's like, oh my gosh, Rosemary lives in a really poor area. And she does. Like, we saw that she lives in, like, it's only 2 rooms in her house. They don't have a sink. They don't have a bathroom. But he's like, I just feel like I'm her meal ticket out of here. Shut up, Ed. And if you are her meal ticket out of there, deservingly so, because you're an old, creepy man who had to go on the internet and find a young girl from the Philippines so you can finally date after all these years. Bye. There has to be an exchange. You're old and creepy and annoying, right? And you think she with you for her health? No, because she's trying to get some money. Like, stop playing. Stop. And you should want to get that money. No? Am I crazy? No, I'm not. The end with that, right? And he meets her family, and he's like, he's a little worried about talking to her sister since her sister had texted him one day and asked for money, even though I secretly think Rosemary has something to do with that too. But whatever. It goes fine when he meets the sister. And he meets the father, and her father kind of like it. He like, I just don't know if it's real. She met him on the internet. And Ed also brings up, he's like, oh, is it okay that I'm dating your daughter and I'm only 1 year older than you? And the father just sitting there like, yeah, because it's not funny, Ed. It's disgusting. Yep, it's disgusting. So yeah, that's it with Ed and Rosemary. What I hope for them, I hope that Rosemary would get the money that she would like, but I really wish that she doesn't have to be with Ed, because just seeing them in a hotel together was just like so off-putting and so disturbing to me, honestly. Like, I always thought he was creepy, but them in the hotel and him like giving her champagne and asking for her kiss and her looking disgusted, I'm not with it. I know she want her money, and if she really want her money and she want to be with him for the money, that's all right. But I really wish she could just find somebody younger to scam. That sounds crazy, but I really wish she do, because I don't want her with that man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm done with Rosemary and Ed. Oh my God. On to Yolanda and Williams. Yolanda, poor Miss Yolanda. She is delusional, right? She's delusional. We already know Williams a catfish. Said it since the beginning. Everybody know that man ain't real. His name definitely ain't Williams. He for sure ain't from Britain, wherever he say he from. It's just like ultra obvious, right? We don't know. But Yolanda is recently, her husband recently died, so she just, and it's her first relationship after that, and she just being delusional. And part of me is okay, she's being delusional because of that, but other part is just denial, She's just denying. So Williams recently freaking disappeared off Instagram, and then he reappears with a different name, and he's telling her, I don't know what happened. And Yolanda's just like, yeah, this is crazy. Yolanda, you know what happened? He deleted his profile. Are we playing? That's what we're gonna do? We just believe in whatever men tell us? Catfish men who are a hot mess? They don't answer the phone for you? Yeah, do better, Yolanda. Do better. And then she talks to her daughter, because she's like, this is what happens. His profile disappeared. So the daughter does some backtracking, which she should have been done. Help your mother out. You know this man catfish. You reverse his image, do reverse image search? Come on now. You ain't look up his name? You ain't try to find a profile? You know you could do it. So the daughter does some searching, digging, and she finds out that the name, like his name is really like Nigerian, and she thinks he's Nigerian. And of course, Yolanda's like, no, that can't be true. He can't be Nigerian. And of course, Yolanda's in denial. And it's really starting to get on my nerves, because I'm just tired of this denial. And she's just like, maybe somebody hacked his profile, and that's how it seems like that's why he's from Nigeria. Or no, maybe that's where he's from. Yep, that might be it, Miss Yolanda. But, denial. Yolanda keeps trying to call Williams, and he just not answering the phone for her. He's not getting back to her. So she texts him. And she's like, are you from Nigeria, baby? Or are you Nigerian? Of course he doesn't answer her, and she keeps trying to reach out to him, and he's not talking to her because he's a catfish, And so then she gets an email like a few days later, and it's like, yep, I got these pictures of you, and I want money from you. I could just disclose these anywhere. And they also are like, and I know where you live, so I could harm you. Like, just crazy, right? And she's just like, well, the only person who has pictures like that was Williams. And you could see like this light bulb click off on her head. Like, it's like she realizes it has to be him. Him who either gave the pictures away to somebody, or who's actually trying to get money out of her. But then shade goes down. It's like you could see it click in her head, and then her also start to deny. I could see it go like doot doot doot, and then she's just like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Can't be William that did this. Somebody had to like hack his emails, or somebody hacking something for him, right? And that's how they got my pictures and my email. She's just in denial, and it really is getting on my nerves, because she knows the truth, and she's just trying so hard to hide from it. It's like William's a catfish, and he's trying to get your money, and all this is staring her in the face. It's like a big blaring light, right? Just like beaming down on her. And what she chooses to do is just close her eyes. And she thinks somehow it's going to stop something. The light is in your face, and you close your eyes. You can still see colors there, right? You can still see like orange or yellow or something. You can still tell a light is on. Closing your eyes doesn't change anything, Yolanda. Like, just open your eyes and face the truth, because dang, it's getting annoying looking at you being in denial. Like, I just don't want to do it no more. Ugh. So that's basically it. The producers do say to her though, like, do you not think that this could be Williams? And she's still like, no, it can't be him. Ugh. She need to get it together. Jeffrey and Varia, they're a little dry. They don't have that much going on, honestly. And they're just like, he's in Russia because he came to see her, and they're on their way to Siberia to see her mother, right? And she's just like, oh, do you have a gift for my mother? And he's like, oh, no. And she's like, I want my mother to like you, and that would be a gift. So they're in the cab, like on their way to the mother house, and he asks the cab to stop. And he pulls to the side of the road and freaking grabs some weeds out of the grass hill for her mother. A little cheap show. Like, really? That's your gift? Weeds you pull out the ground? And then when they get there, the mother really notices it. She's just like, did he pull these out the yard somewhere? Yeah, he did. Right on his way over here because it's a cheap piece of garbage. Besides that, Jeffrey's just like, I know Jeffrey says like, oh, he feels like he has to tell Varia about his past, and Varia's mother's just like, yeah, I just want to make sure you're trustable. He's like, he's still going to produce like the camera interview, and he's like, you have to tell her that I used to sell drugs and I've been arrested for it, but that's all in my past and I'm a changed person. No, you're actually a piece of garbage that abuses women. But you know what? You're not going to mention that on TV, are you? No, he's not. So that's really it though with them. I hate Jeffrey, aka George. I be calling him George. His name starts with a G. It's not even on purpose. I just really forget what his name is. So that's it though. That's it with them. And now I'm on to Darcy and Tom. Honestly, the second I see them, I just feel like, snooze fest. Darcy and Tom are so boring to me. And like, I see them pop up, I'm like, who cares? That's honestly how I feel. Because, Darcy just seems like she's supposed to be on TV. Like, these relationships are just, like, boring and bland. They don't really matter. Tom treats her like she's some distant coworker that he hates, but, tries to be friendly with. So, like, their story just be like, put me to sleep, honestly. But this episode was a little crazy for them because, all right, we already know they're meeting up in New York because Tom basically wants to break up with her. I already said it. Everybody knows he wants to break up with her because he has a whole new boo. We saw them booed up in pictures. So they get there and it's awkward and they don't even know what to say to each other. And he's just like, yeah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, you're a real lovely woman and all this weird stuff. And she's like, all right, can we get to the point? Then you come in to break up. She's like, I know what's going on with you and this lady. And then he's just like, oh, yeah, I do. I found somebody and they love me the way I want to be loved. And that's all cool. Like, you got somebody love you the way you want to be loved. But look, Tom was being a freaking a-hole in this episode. Like, hella rude. It was, like, ridiculous. I'm not even a big fan of Darcy, and I thought it was crazy to me. Like, I really thought it was ridiculous. So, yeah, he brings up that he wants to be loved. And then he just like, yeah, and I love you, but, like a sister. Oh, my God, the secondhand embarrassment. I want to, like, cover myself with the covers because you love her like a sister. That's just so crazy to say to somebody. Very embarrassing. And like, this was just embarrassing to say. So I was like, Darcy, look, this is what you get. Because you want to be on TV so bad that you're going to meet up with a man that you knew was going to break up with you. And now you on television looking crazy in this embarrassing situation. That's why you should have stayed yourself in Connecticut and not even seen him because you knew he didn't want to be with you, right? But instead, for TV, you come over. But then he just got ridiculous. So then he like, oh, yeah. And then she's just basically like, all right, whatever. I'm just going to leave. I don't want to be with you. I'm just going to get out of here. It's ridiculous and it's a waste of my time. And he like, oh, well, make sure you don't mess up the next one that you with. Make sure you don't mess up that. I'm like, all right, petty. Dang, like, this is what we doing? You know, just break up amicably and split ways? Nope. And then he got the nerve to say, oh, have you put on some weight? Like, Tom, stop playing. You're just being rude. There's no need for all that. You already got a whole other girlfriend. You don't want to be loved. You're being loved the way you want to be loved. Just break up and just be done. You don't got to be saying stupid stuff like this. And also, so what did you put on weight? Is it your business? No, it's not. It's mind your business and go back across the pond. Okay. So my last people are Erica and Steph. So things aren't going that well for Erica and Steph. Stephanie is in Australia to see her girlfriend, Erica, and they go to a date. Erica takes her to this like boob plaster date, so they have to take off their shirts, and then so Erica takes off her shirt, and Stephanie's supposed to plaster her boobs, and it makes like a little mold, Stephanie's really uncomfortable with this. She thinks it's awkward and weird, and Erica thought this would be a good date because based on Stephanie's YouTube personality, it seemed like something she would like. And it's the issue you get with like people who sometimes date people, like maybe personalities on YouTube, because I don't think that means that Stephanie's fake on YouTube, but it could mean that she amplifies a part of herself which is on YouTube, and it may not be the biggest part of her, but it's probably something that she thinks is more appealing, to an audience. And Erica probably has fallen in love with this amplified version of herself, and maybe just like little pieces and not all of Stephanie. And I don't think she realizes that, but that's why I think they are not like getting together well, because it's a little like confusing. She thinks she loves this one person, and maybe it's not everything she thought it is, I'm talking about Erica. But yeah, that's what's going on when they're at that date. And then later on, Stephanie was like, okay, she's gonna take Erica on a date. And she gives her a little tiara looking thing. They put it in, she's like, oh, you're my princess. And they go on this date, and it just goes even more downhill from there. So Stephanie brings up that she saw on Erica's phone that she had a dating app in it. And she's basically like, look, could you possibly delete that? I know she asks her. She doesn't demand, she asks, and Erica gets really upset. And she's like, yo, take me on a date, and this is what you do? You bring up an app and you demand for me to get deleted off my phone, and she gets so upset, and she's just like, oh, this is just ridiculous. She storms off. Oh my gosh, she's like, you can't control me. Because you buy me things, you're gonna control me, she throw it. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I honestly didn't think that Stephanie was being controlling. I think that the first time she saw that app on her phone, she should have brought it up then, and then that'd have been it. But instead, she brought it up at dinner, and it just turned into this whole big thing. And Erica's just like, you're not gonna control me. And I was like, ooh, this is crazy. And I feel like the way Erica stormed off was kind of like ridiculous. Not that she isn't valid and maybe feeling like she's being controlled, because she might have things like that in her past, and that was like triggering for her to be like, you gotta take your things off your phone. But I just felt like it was one of those manipulative situations where somebody's trying to flip it on someone, make it seem like that person is really in the wrong when it's really them. Because why do you have a dating app on your phone? I don't think that's crazy for somebody to ask their girlfriend, could you not have that dating app? Because, we're girlfriend and girlfriend, and you shouldn't have your dating app and be looking for other people. So I just feel like Erica was being ridiculous with that. Like, okay, you shouldn't have a dating app on your phone. You had a whole girlfriend. What you need a dating app for? Oh, I use it for business, for my work. Nobody believes that. Who uses a dating app for work? Do you think we stupid? Like, I just don't get it. So I just thought that was like ridiculous for her to be mad in that way over the dating app. You probably was talking to people on the dating app. Why is it on your phone? Because you're guilty. Oh, besides that, also what happens in the episode, like when they're doing the boob plastic thing, Erica and Stephanie get into some other clash because Stephanie's basically like, yeah, and you gotta come to America. And Erica's like, we're in the trial period. We're trying to figure things out. I can't just pick up my life. I got photography to do. And Stephanie's like, what? She's looking like, I thought that we were gonna just be together. And I think she's being naive and kind of ridiculous on this one. Like, I'm agreeing with Erica here. Because, look, y'all don't know each other that long. This is for you to figure out if you belong together. You're just saying, oh, we're going to move in. No, you're actually not. And clearly, y'all might not need to because this is not working out. Y'all having these arguments and these things, and it just seems like y'all don't understand each other at all. They just don't. They might not belong together. And they're learning a lot about each other now, and they think they fell in love with each other, They think they fell in love with each other, but I just feel like they don't know each other enough. And this is for them to find out, not for them to just jump into moving in with each other. Because as of now, this relationship just ain't working out right. It really is not. But yeah, that's it with them. So that is my review on 90 Day Fiance, Before the 90 Days, Season 4, Episode 6. Everyone seems to be not doing well. Honestly, this is like the we're falling apart episode. Rosemary and Ed could be seen as doing well, but it's creeping me out. It's making my stomach hurt, and it's honestly bothering me. So, y'all tell me what y'all think, though. I want any of these couples to be together, because honestly, I just don't know if they all belong together. Erica and Stephanie, if they could figure it out, they might not be terrible, but I still don't know about that. But besides that, it's downhill. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.